Alright, here we are. Yeah, it's 7:30. 7:30, yeah. Alright, y'all. What's going on, man? Just a couple things I want to talk about tonight. I'm not at home. I'm on the grind once again. So I'm doing this live stream on the grind, man. What's going on, y'all? Staying busy, man. Staying too busy. But, yeah. So we'll go ahead and get started, man. Just give it like another few minutes for some people to come in. Marcus Bell, what's going on? These streams be weird. Like 4 or 5 people come in, and it's like people get kicked out of the screen, man. It's crazy. So I don't know. I thought it was a connection, but it does it at home as well. So it's weird like that. But yeah, man. I just come on here on my days off and talk some WMMA with y'all. So it's that time. Um, yeah, I want to talk about UFC 261. I want to talk about the choice of main event. Why do we got to have this as the main event? Small versus Masvidal, the rematch. Of course, the main fights, the juicy fights that we want to see up here. Shevchenko versus Andrade. Zhang versus Namajunas. Yeah. And it is fight week, right? So I don't know, I might come on and do a live stream again later on, like this week. And maybe tomorrow we'll talk about fight week as a whole. Because we got some good fights coming up. Yeah, Cheyenne Bays is fighting this week. She's fighting Ruiz. Finally, Mayan Renault versus Mason Chesson is happening. And then I think is there one more women's fight on this card coming up? Let me know. But what's been going on with you, Marcus? What's going on, man? What is going on? Yes, sir. Let's start it here in a minute or two. So people come in and then we talk. Man, I cannot wait for UFC 261, man. This was serious. Just a second here. I mean, what fights are you really looking forward to, Marcus? Like, what WMMA fight are you really looking forward to? What MMA fight in general are you just really looking forward to, man? I mean, some of y'all. I mean, for me, it's Whaley versus Rose. Why he's got fantasy fights, but that's the one fight that I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to Valentina and Jessica too, though, man. Like anything can happen in the fight, and I just think that's gonna be a very explosive fight, both ends. So Marcus said if Cheyenne Bays win, will that be good for the UFC? Since Bays has potential to be good on the mic. It might be. It might be. I think Cheyenne Bays is pretty decent. I think though, I'm not gonna lie. I think Cheyenne Bays is maybe like a level or two. Maybe I think Cheyenne Bays is similar to Glory DePaula, not style wise, but as far as where she's at right now. So we still got to see more from Cheyenne Bays. This is the UFC. The level of fighters here is tough. So level of competition here is gonna be tough. That's why I said when I saw how Glory DePaula stepped in there with a veteran like Jenya Frey, I was like, I can't count out Jenya Frey, So yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, let's get started. Welcome back to another CB99 Live stream. Appreciate you coming in. UFC 261. Everybody knows now. Main event is Kamaru Usman versus Masvidal, Jorge Masvidal, the rematch. And yeah, my thoughts on this. I was a little shocked, man. I was a little shocked because I really felt like Valentina and Jessica, along with Weili and Rose, I figured those two fights could really pull the weight. Either one of these fights could pull the weight as a main event. You know what I mean? Like either one of these fights could have really been that main event, and I think it would have been a great night of fights with just those two as the main event. I know I've said in the past that if Usman wants to fight Masvidal again, I'm cool with that, which I am. I just didn't want it to be on this card. I really didn't want it to be on this same card, man. Like I said, it's cool if the fight takes place. You know, that's all right. If Usman wants to get a rematch, run it back, get another big check, that's fine. But don't disrupt the rhythm of this ladies' night, man. This is a big card, man. Like, you know, between Weili's fight, Valentina's fight, either one of these fights could have been the main event. I mean, you agree with that or not? Yeah, you looking forward to Weili Rose? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the fight I'm looking forward to, man. Like, that's enough to hold me off. I know they want to bring in some star power with Masvidal, but I thought between these two title fights, either one of these fights could pull the weight, man. But he felt the need to try to make this a card for men, which I understand, you know, definitely understand that. But this would have been a nice time to take the gamble and say, look, Valentina can pull it, and Rose and Weili can pull it. You know, you got to give them that chance to let MMA fans and casual fans get used to seeing some of these women and how they fight. There's still a lot of men out there that don't know these ladies by name, but you got to put it on. You know, you got to let them know, look, this is the champion and this is a champion. You know? Yeah, I agree, man. Um, they kind of forcing that on us. Like, it's not a fight that's in high demand to me. It's not a fight that everybody was asking for. I wasn't asking for it. I said if he wanted it, yeah, give it to him, but just put it on a card. Put it on a card of its own, not on this card with these, you know, great fights that really, really make more sense. Because that's another thing. These fights make sense. They make more sense. Like there's something that needs to be there's something that needs to be decided. Like who's the best strawweight, who's the best flyweight, right? So really, really didn't need this fight on the card, man. Right, you can't allow both ladies to shine as a co-main event, the main event. I mean, come on, man. And now I'm not even sure if the orders changed. Like the first time it was posted up, they had Rose and Weili as the main event, and Valentina and Jessica were the co-main event. But it seems like now that the orders changed, it seems like Valentina and Jessica are the co-main event now, and Rose and Weili are down to the co-main event. Seems like they're the third fight down now. So yeah, they just all around kind of messed this thing up. They just kind of messed this order up, man. Like it wasn't a night where we really needed to see a fighter like Masvidal on this card. I know he's a big money attraction, but it's almost like you're getting kind of greedy with it now. And then speaking of being greedy, man, like, what's y'all's thoughts? Like, my thoughts on this whole thing being live gate now, man. 15,000. Yeah, 15,000 people, man. 15,000 arena. I think it's still too early for that, man. You know, Dana White said, look, they are back and they are going to full capacity. 15,000 in the house. I'm like, oh no. We were just starting to get some numbers down in this pandemic, and now these numbers about to go back up. You know, so in the beginning, Dana White was making it look like he was thinking everybody's safety, which he probably was to a certain extent. But now it's like you see boxing kind of getting back into the thick of things. Boxing had their first live gate back in, I think, December, and they weren't even going full capacity. They were actually doing like, I think it was like 30%, 30% or something like that, but they still had to space out seats. But Dana White, he trying to go all out now. He act like everything is all good, and he wants to go full capacity now. Oh, okay, Marcus, I see what you say. Okay, it's the main co-main event as of now. Okay, all right, co-main event as of now. All right, yeah, man, and that's my thing, man. Like, it would have been nice to just keep it set. It would have been nice just to keep, that that fight separate on its own card, because I think that if they wanted to do another card like later on, like UFC 262, it's going to need that star power of Usman and Masvidal on like a card where you don't have like that big of too many big attractions on. You know what I mean? Like, you want to do another big card, they could probably carry it enough with some other men fights, but on this one, I feel like this was enough. As far as MMA fans go and WMMA fans, everybody's kind of wanting to see this one. Yeah, man. Hold on, just taking care of something here. Said Dana White can't allow both ladies to shine. Yeah. I mean, what do you think though, man? Like, let's talk about the fights in general though, man. Cheyenne Bays. He said Cheyenne Bays and JP remind you of Nina and Amanda. Oh, they got that type of relationship, you mean? I don't know, man. That fight, yeah, now that you bring that fight up, man, I'm really interested in that, man. Like, I think Ruiz is coming full force. Just because, Cheyenne won this contender series, that's one thing, but I don't think Ruiz is one to play with. Like, I really wanted to see Ruiz and Emily Ducote fight for that strawweight title, because I feel like, that would have been a good banger right there. And that would have been the time to see her really shine. So Ruiz, she's coming out there, man. She's really going to come out there to fight. That's going to be good, man. But yeah, that's what I really wanted to just come on and talk about, man. Like, as a whole, UFC 261, it would have been nice to have a co-main event and a main event with these two solid champions, Wei and Valentina. And, to me, that would have been a good time to just say, let them shine, put these divisions on shine, and let people know, like, these girls really put fights down. They really come to fight. Because there's still a lot of men out there, like I said, casual fans, they don't really pay enough attention to them. But if you made a pay-per-view with the co-main event and the main event of WMMA, they'll buy and they'll get familiar with it and they'll become fans. Because Usman Masvidal, yeah, I wasn't really asking for that fight. I think everybody seen what Usman would do to Masvidal, whether or not, Masvidal said he needs a full training camp or not. People still feel like, this ain't really a fight I wanted to see. I haven't heard too many people asking for it.
So yeah, this is just kind of another waste of time where they could have just put the better fights on and said, let's roll with that. And yeah, my thoughts on this thing being like a full stadium too, man. Man, this 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 pandemic might shoot up, man. You might see numbers shoot up in the next couple of weeks right after the fight. Do a lot of positive tests, man. Shoot, well with that, man, if they bring in crowds back, then Joanna ain't got no excuse but to come back to the ring octagon, right? Yeah, man. Usman, he'll just wrestle Jorge to death, man. That's all. He'll just wrestle him to death, man. Ain't much going to change. Like, I don't think his striking is going to be as effective. Usman's jab is just too much. He's developing every day. Stand up's getting better. Um, Vargas said, Joanna, who's that? There's a strawweight used to be in the rankings. I think they ain't take her out yet. What else, man? What else? So, shoot, I might have to come on tomorrow and talk about Bea and Norma Dumont. Actually, I'll drop a video. Yeah, I got a video. I got to drop that. Norma Dumont and Bea Malecki fighting at 135. Man, come on. They know they need to be at 145. That's crazy, man. They got them at 135, and they know they need to be 145. And watch this. I guarantee you, one of them is going to miss weight. One of them is going to miss weight because they can't help it. They just can't help it, man. Ernest Richardson. He said, I don't know Joanna anymore since she don't want to fight. She really don't, right? She really don't want to fight. Yeah, this weekend it's gonna be a good fight, man. I think I was looking at Marion Renault. I was looking at Marion Renault, not Marion Renault, but Macy Chiasson versus Norma Dumont, and I was like, man, like Lena Landsberg and Macy Chiasson, their fight. I was like, yo, man, Lena Landsberg is just really out wrestling and just clinching Macy Chiasson. She really looked flat in that fight, and I think the situation might be the same because you're dealing with a solid, experienced grappler, and Marion Renault's jiu-jitsu is on point. It's on game. I don't know if Macy Chiasson is going to come in there and be that power puncher, which he hasn't really been at bantamweight. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy right there. I don't even want to think that, man. I don't even want to think that. I think Joanna would do that though. Uh I think Joanna would do something like that though. She would come out of hibernation and fight. They probably would get her, but I'm not even gonna think of that scenario happening, man. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of positive tests now that they got that damn full capacity stadium. So uh, I don't know, man. We ain't ready to go full capacity at 15,000. Dana White said we back at 15,000, man. So I want Macy to go on a losing streak since that way she might go up to one. You wrong, man. You said you want to see her lose, man. Nah, man. Like, I mean, hey, yeah, that might be the best way to make it happen, right? They start seeing her lose, or they start seeing her have weight issues. They'll be like, well, we might have to bring back 145. man. Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Dana White, man, like he making it seem like he's in the right place in the beginning, thinking, you got to go through all of this. We're gonna just keep everything uh, under one umbrella, keep closed doors. That kind of defeats the purpose of really having that bubble in the future. I mean, like athletes, they're going to be exposed to a full crowd. So on the way to the octagon, they're going to be exposed to something. And on the way out, they'll be exposed. So that night they could be good, but night after that person that fighter might get sick. Nobody's ever really thought of that, huh? And you really think people are going to be wearing masks in there? They're gonna be like, "Shit, ain't nothing going on." They'll be like, "I'm gonna take my mask off. I don't need no mask up in here." And you better believe 15,000 people are not getting tested. All 15,000 people are not gonna be tested to come there and enjoy themselves. They're gonna be just acting up, man. Shoot, I know a lot of people trying to get tickets now. They trying to get tickets. They trying to go, man. I'm not though, man. Get that. Hmm. Shoot, who trying to go? I ain't trying to go yet. Shoot. What else I want to talk about real quick, man, before I get up out of here? Like I said, just had to come on here for a little bit because I had some stuff to do. But let me go back over the fights here. Who we got this weekend coming up? Let me make sure we mention them all. Uh, March 13th. That was last weekend, March 20th. Yeah, they got Cheyenne Bays and Ruiz on the main card, like I mentioned last time. All right, yeah. So we kick it off. We got Julia Avila versus Julia Stodyarenko. We got that fight. That's gonna be a 135. Then we got another 135, Marion Renault versus Macy Chiasson. Those are on the preliminary card, and then we got on the main card Cheyenne Bays versus Ruiz. Yeah, so they are kind of building Bays up a little bit because she's the third fight from the main event. So yeah. Oh, you got Julia Avila? Yeah. I got Avila. I got Avila in that fight. Yeah, I got Avila in that fight. And then I don't know, Renault versus Chason is gonna be close. I give Renault the edge though, off of her experience. I'm giving Mari Renault the edge off of experience. Just early look now. Might change my mind. Ruiz got a lot of experience too. That's what people don't know. Montserrat Ruiz got a lot of experience. And she tough as hell. She's 9-1. Last fight out, boy, she destroyed that girl. Last fight out, man. Yeah. That last Invicta fight. Let me check here. Hold on. Yeah. Miranda, yeah, from Invicta. Yeah. Yeah, I got Avila, definitely. Marcus stupid. He's stupid, man. Some lady in the crowd. That might be worse than COVID, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to jump up here for a little bit and chop it up real quick. But like I said, I'll probably get back on here tomorrow and we'll really go in a little bit more. I just want to let y'all know early on that I have seen the Usman Masvidal fight disrupt our WMMA night. So I want to talk about it more tomorrow when I can actually sit down with y'all and talk. So yeah, man, I got a couple videos to drop tonight. Got some boxing talk. I know y'all ain't feeling the boxing world right now, but I got a few things to drop, man. So yeah, I'll get back on here a little bit, or if I don't get back on a little bit, I might get back on tomorrow. All right, so later, Marcus, Ernest, I will talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.